evening, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live from the outskirts of the internet, this is the Gaming Saloon for October 17th, 2014. With your host, Peacemaker2448, Rabbit Upsilon, and I'm currently distracted with XCOM, Tommy Gun 2442.
Had to add that in there, didn't you?
Yes, because you're playing XCOM while we're streaming. And doing other things.
It's
Even though I
just
told you
so
to cut it off.
addicting. I can't help it.
Good God, Glock, you can walk away from it for like 2 hours.
I can't.
Yes, you can. It's easy.
I think Glock has an addictive personality.
He does.
Yeah.
That was kind of obvious a while back.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. I was going to hook my second monitor up, and I don't have another
Can't do
cable
that
to
at the
fucking do
moment.
that.
Although, I found out about the new cards that are coming from the Synchro Structure deck. Oh my god. I am so excited.
They look so good, I'm assuming.
Yes! We have Stardust War... like effects are negated, they have like 0 attack points, they can't attack.
Connection lost. Connected.
Uh-oh.
Problems?
I apparently keep bumping my freaking cable.
And I see we went offline.
It kicked off, really.
I think we're back on. I'm unsure at the moment.
I have never lost this many... Okay, I'm boarding this mission.
I think we're still live.
It says that, encoding frames. So that either means we're still live, or that means XSplit's lost its mind. One of the two's happened.
We're still live, because I heard us just say... I heard me just say something. But yeah, Axel Synchron... New Turner Synchro, whose level can be increased or decreased depending on the level of the Synchron monster you send to the graveyard. On top of the standard Axel Synchro effects. Synchron Carrier, which can special summon Synchrons. Stardust Warrior, which is a new Axel Synchro monster.
Oh. I have found a new love, by the way.
What?
Pendulum monsters.
Oh, goody. Well, you're going to be enjoying Yu-Gi-Oh! For like the next 2 years, because that's going to be the primary focus.
I figured out how to use them, and now I'm like, oh god, I like this.
Now I just need to get you to watch Arc 5, and then you can see how fucking ridiculous you can make Pendulum monsters. Especially with what they're introducing it now that Yuya is doing. Not Yuya. Because, what I think is happening in Arc 5 is, on top of it focusing on Pendulum, it's also focusing on all the other summoning methods, so that's why we're getting, really big focus on some of the other summoning methods, and I think Yuya's gonna become, a pseudo-master of all of them. Because right now he has 2 fusion monsters he can summon. And he uses primarily pendulums. But now he can summon 2 fusions. And there's a pendulum monster that allows you to fuse without a fusion card.
Really?
Yes, it's a Trump Witch. I think it just came in. I think it should be in Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro right now. I think. Which is it's Runai's Pendulum Dragon and Bestiali's Pendulum Dragon. And both of them have effects depending on what they're fused with. Which is the really big thing with them. I think, I don't know if Runai's is in Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro, but, because it's it just kind of debuted, a week ago in the show, in terms of a card. Well, 2 weeks ago, and Bestiali's debuted 2 weeks ago, or no, it was 3 weeks ago, 3 to 4 weeks ago for Rune Eyes, 2 weeks ago for Beast Eyes. So yeah, Yeah, I am all giddy about these new synchro, this new synchro deck. It's like cards I can use. This makes me want to do a synchron warrior deck. So yeah,
Um, we need to procrastinate for a little bit because I just fucked up.
what'd you do?
I may have fixed it just now, but trying to set up a different kind of second screen and yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
well.
that one's new.
Although with this like with this like big thing about returning of big like boost to synchros, it makes me wonder if we're gonna get the other Axo synchro monster you say had in 5Ds. Because just to spoil a little bit about 5Ds in case you're not wondering, time travel is involved in 5Ds, and technically speaking, Yusei has a different version of Shooting Star Dragon that he axled synchroed.
Well, Russia just withdrew too.
It was called Cosmic Laser Dragon. Now, we don't know anything about Cosmic Laser Dragon. Like, even in the show, I believe they reused an image of Shooting Star Dragon for Cosmic Blazer. And it was never brought into our game at all. And it makes me wonder if they'll go back and do Cosmic Blazer Dragon. Or do some of the ideas that exist for some of the dragons from 5Ds.
I'd say they would eventually.
I know 5Ds is like super popular. Like, people like 5Ds. I'm not alone in my love for 5Ds. Like, Zexal... Zexal kind of didn't go over well because Zexal's not that good. Just saying.
Okay, I fix the problem.
Okay.
For now, anyhow.
So we get to talk about gaming stuff instead of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Well, Yu-Gi-Oh! Kind of is gaming.
Well, it's card gaming, which counts on Twitch, because I see Magic the Gathering get played all the time.
We played Yu-Gi-Oh! On there while you were on vacation.
Well, I think this is like actual Magic the Gathering tournaments.
Ah.
I want to say. Plus, Dungeons and Dragons has its own official like thing in the list of games as well. Which that one's probably a little bit more obvious because it's like super old school gaming. But anyway, we have a few interesting things to talk about. A couple of them are Star Wars related, which is our first one. And I forgot who it was, but this was IGN's interview with Julian Eggbridge, who was former president of Factor 5, which, if you don't know Factor 5, they were the makers of the Rogue titles, Star Wars. So all of the pretty much the quintessential space dogfighting games that came out for Star Wars, outside of X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. And he was talking about how they were working on a trilogy collection of the 3 Rogue Squadron titles. The Rogue Squadron 1, Rogue Leader, and Rebel Strike were going to be collected in a trilogy.
Huh.
And they were going to all be honed and reworked to run on modern consoles. And it was actually in development for the original Xbox.
Oh, wow.
Nearly 50% of trilogy was when a reportedly rocky and unstable environment at LucasArts led to its early cancellation. And then they went to working on a launch title for the upcoming 360. It had up and running multiplayer. They were also working on Rogue Squadron X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. All of these were canceled because Karma's a dick. And
Pretty
we can't
much.
have nice things in terms of good Star Wars games. There was just a lot of cancellations. I'm just like, no! And then they got to move on to work on Lair, which I believe was a PlayStation 3 launch title. And it was terrible. So, yeah. It just sucks to hear all this because I've never gotten to play any of the Rogue Squadron games, but I know Factor 5 is really loved for those games because those are, like I said, quintessential Starfighter games. Those are the things those are things people really praise.
And kind of stuff we really need now.
Yeah. I don't know. Have either of you two gotten to play any of the Rogue Squadron stuff?
No.
No.
So I'm not alone.
Of course, keep in mind just about the only thing Star Wars that I've played that I actually played for any length of time, let me rephrase that, has been what we have streamed. Literally.
So the Old Republic, literally?
Yeah.
I literally introduced you to your first Star Wars game and got you to play it.
Yep.
Wow. And to be honest, there's probably far better games than the Old Republic. Like, there's the Super Star Wars games back on the SNES. And those are, like, really cool, like, side-scrolling beat-em-ups. I didn't find out about them until, like, long after their release, but those sounded cool. You got that. You've got the Battlefront series, which was really good. You've got the first Force Unleashed. I refuse to acknowledge Force Unleashed 2, because that was a dumb sequel that did not need to exist. Like, Force
the
Unleashed...
first one was so good.
But it ended so well! It did not need a sequel! And they fucking shoehorn in a sequel so hard! And sequel bait for a third, and then LucasArts got bunked in, got bought and dropped off a cliff. By Disney. But yeah, and there's also an actual lightsaber first-person combat game for the Wii that is canceled. You know, that one thing that everyone wanted the Wii to do, that was in development at some point, and it was canceled.
That sucks.
I know! And it looks alright!
That really sucks.
I'm just like, oh, Jesus Christ. A part of me wonders what the fuck was going on with LucasArts behind the scenes, because to miss out on all this, but we get Force Unleashed? What? It takes two Star Wars being licensed out for us to get another fucking Battlefront? The fuck is up with LucasArts in their last days? In their last years in action?
No idea.
Like, it makes me question LucasArts, because I'm like, you've had so many good things. Like, what happened? Did like, half of your competent people just walk away, and that left all the incompetent people? Like, it sounds harsh, but... You have franchises that you could do, and what the fuck? Also,
You know
I
what
can
their answer would be?
what?
We have our reasons.
What reasons?
Reasons you don't need to know about.
Fuck you. You explain yourself.
No. Explanations don't matter.
You have a game 50% in development. It was a brand new Rogue Squadron game, and it goes poof. Yes,
Yeah.
let's work on a 50. Let's work a game to 50% completion, and then make it go poof.
Yeah.
Hardware failure. That's what we can blame it on.
Well, it was for the 360.
Oh god.
Well, any other thoughts on LucasArts just throwing away franchises left and right in their final days? Apparently.
No.
No.
All right. You guys remember the Tetsuya Nomura Batman, right?
Yep.
We now have Tetsuya Nomura Catwoman, and
Wait, what?
it's not as good. In all
Wait,
honesty,
what?
Tetsuya Nomura has done a design for Catwoman, and we have pictures.
We have pictures.
Yes, we have pictures, and it does not look that good in all
I
honesty.
kind of agree with the comment that they
What?
put under the title of it. She looks like she belongs in a Metal Gear Solid game.
Yeah, this totally looks like one of the B&B guys from B&B chicks from MGS4. It really does. Although this doesn't look as bad as the Player's Kai Iron Man that I showed you
Oh,
last
God.
week.
Yeah, at least this one's colors can work together.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Player's Kai is doing Marvel characters now, and on top of DC stuff.
You're kidding.
Yes, Toy Arc has pictures of the Player's Kai Iron Man and like the physical one, and like a concept shot for the Player's Kai Spider-Man. The Spider-Man looks a lot better than the Iron Man. The Iron Man has terrible color combination.
Otherwise,
Like
it
it is.
looks good.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just the colors don't work.
but this
Hang
is I
Trying
don't
to
know.
Get to the pictures.
I don't know about this. I like the Batman because that looks frightening. This, yeah.
Yeah, no.
She looks like an alien.
Well, with the tail.
Oh, wow. The comment's even right there under it. No, alien, as in, alien. Xenomorph.
I know. I said because of the tail. Because that's the only thing alien I see is the tail.
The head. It just.
I don't really see that. I see more. Like, if you go to the second image, I see more. Guy from Reach. His helmet.
Oh!
I see more of that helmet. I see more of that with like this like clear part on the helmet, but you see something beneath it that still makes it a helmet.
Yeah.
Like I see that more than the alien one because it's not like as like long or expensive as that one.
True.
I don't know. I think as far as a figure by itself, it looks good.
Yeah.
Like if you don't try to place it as Catwoman kind of deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, it don't. No. Looks like it's more of a Metal Gear Solid something.
Which is funny because this is coming from Tetsuya Nomura, who has never worked on Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
This is the guy who's primarily known for Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts. It's like, why is Kojima not here? Fuck! Player's Guide makes Metal Gear Solid figures. Like, what the hell? Although this does make me wonder, how many more do we have? Like, how many more of this are we going to have? Because Batman was a good first one. Catwoman, eh.
What the heck is he gonna do with Poison Ivy?
To be honest, I think the third one would probably be Joker because in the
Oh
case, I
God,
think
what would he do with Joker?
because at New York, I think this was debuted at New York Comic Con. In the display case with this, there was a Joker card displayed with her. I assume that's a tease for Joker.
Huh.
And bear in mind, these designs are coming from a Batman game that got canceled. So, who would be in a Batman game? See, Batman, Catwoman, Joker. That'd be your primary three.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just assume that these are gonna like trickle out for like the next couple of years. Because Play Archive wants to do like more gaming stuff. They have like 4 different versions of Batman from different time periods they did up.
Huh.
We have Spartan Batman. You laugh.
Spartan
You haven't
Man.
seen it. Yeah. We have Cowboy Batman. Who instead of a gun in his holster, he has his grapple gun in his holster. Because Batman doesn't use guns.
Huh.
Batman doesn't use guns.
No. But that's part of his character.
But everyone uses guns.
Not Batman. He doesn't need them.
He doesn't.
No.
Batman's badass, son.
Yes.
I've heard so many people talk about crap like that. It's just like, are you that stupid?
He's used a gun once in his modern comic series. And that's because he was up against Apocalypse.
Oh, yeah.
And he used a special gun. And it got him killed.
Yeah.
And by killed, I mean sent back through time to be sent forward through time so that he would blow up and destroy the universe. I'm not kidding.
Oh.
This was literally how they brought Bruce Wayne back after they killed him in Final Crisis.
Great.
It's dumb. I'm not going to lie.
Just a little. Yeah, just a little.
Granted, this comes from someone who kind of accepts the cosmic treadmill as a thing. I assume neither one of you know what the cosmic treadmill is.
Uh-uh.
It's a thing that allows the Flash to go back in time.
Really?
Yes. It's actually a treadmill
I'm
that
keeping
he
my
runs
mouth
on
Shut. I am keeping my mouth shut.
that allows him to travel through time. He uses it in Flashpoint to fuck up the DC universe and create the New 52.
Hmm.
The cosmic treadmill.
Yes, it's standard cosmic. It's standard comic things. You put cosmic in front of anything, it's automatically like one of those powerful artifacts in the universe. Just ask Marvel.
Oh.
Any other thoughts on the Nomura Catwoman?
Nope.
Mm,
I assume.
Nah.
Nah. Let's move on to one of the 2 games that former Irrational Games devs are working on. Because we got 2 to talk about. We're going to talk about the other one later. The Black Glove. Another game coming from Kickstarter that is being done by some of the folks from Irrational Games. Well, used to be from Irrational Games. They don't work there anymore. article does not have that much information. But I think the video kind of explains it in of itself. Because, we got some I won't say abstract concepts, but this is a game that's kind of out there in terms of its concepts. This is not your standard first-person game by any means.
It's not.
No. To be fair, this is coming from Irrational Games. They made BioShock, which made everyone fall back in love with first-person shooters after being about them for a while.
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
Hold on. I'm having problems with the stupid video getting ready.
Glock has problems every time we have a video.
Glock has problems walking upstairs.
How
Wait
did you
a
know
second.
that?
Oh wait, no, it's not the black glove, it's the white glove. Never mind, I was about to say, isn't that a thing in New Vegas?
I don't believe this is related to New Vegas, and you're thinking
I
of the
know,
wrong
I
dev
know,
to
I know.
begin with.
I'm gonna get a red glove and slap Glock with it.
I heard duh and glove, and I immediately thought of the society in New Vegas and on the New Vegas Strip that is like cannibals. So I immediately thought of that. I was just like,
This has nothing to do with cannibals. Nothing to do with cannibals.
Way to be
Nothing.
derailed, Glock.
Okay, I'm ready.
Then let's take a look at the Black Glove Kickstarter introduction video in 3, 2, 1, go.
There's no way to put it into full screen.
Oh well.
Ah, I see. Another creative type. Hazel said you were due in. Welcome to the Equinox. Well, go on. Do drop in. Everyone's waiting.
Hi, I'm Joe
Definitely
Fielder.
see the,
I'm Chad King. And I'm Justin Silent.
BioShock.
We're several of the
vibe
co-creators
out
at
of
Day
it.
for Night Games.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten
on Irrational
started.
Games BioShock Infinite.
Members of our team also helped bring BioShock's Rapture to life. After Irrational Games wound down earlier this year, we started talking about what next. The answer soon became The Black Glove. It's a surreal game that ties story directly into gameplay, allowing players to alter both events and the world around them by accomplishing gameplay feats.
The Equinox has 3 creators in residence at present.
But they're languishing.
Dying on the vine.
See for yourself.
This is very
The
interesting
creators at the
already.
Equinox include an artist, a filmmaker, and a musical act. Their works are in rough shape when you arrive. They need your help.
Too arts and craftsy. It reminds me of something one makes at summer camp.
I've struggled to find the right medium.
It's your job to change their past, to change their work in the present. How?
There are certain games of skill and chance which allow us to interact with
What you might call 4th dimensional space.
all time exists at once, you see.
We merely lack the ability to grasp it.
Games of skill and chance like this one.
Lose your identity in the maze of the Space Minotaur.
Starting to see where this game is a bit surreal, isn't it?
Wait, what?
You're changing somebody's
Accomplishing
fate
feats in the game allows
by
you to
playing
summon
a Pac-Man
the Black
knockoff.
Glove.
A weird thing. Doesn't belong.
Smarts to look at, Tula.
But handy. Very handy.
Slip it on, and you establish a dialogue with the creator's past.
Specifically with their medium, message, and muse.
Alter one, and voila.
We're off to the races.
What?
By changing the artist's medium from sculpture to multimedia in the past, we've dramatically altered her skeleton artwork in the present.
I wanted to show people a sight they'd never seen. Their own skull, their own skeleton, ambulating, full of life. I thought X-rays. All perfectly safe. Tested on the interns last night.
As we've said, there are 3 creators in residence.
Another is the musical act.
Yep.
A change to the band's muse.
And provide radically different results.
The third creator in the Equinox is the filmmaker.
Invaders from Kepler 62e have atomized Peoria, a major Midwestern hub.
Our only hope is
We only have this class period. 43 minutes to teach you every minute detail about botany, or the Earth is doomed.
Biology movie.
Better keep at it, sport.
The Black Glove's designed to be fun to replay many times over for gamers who want to see and hear everything. Random surreal moments, challenging arcade feats, and dozens of unique narrative scenes and environments will make it a narrative game with surprising replayability. If this is the type of game you want to play, if this is the type of company you want making games, your backing can help make both a reality.
Why?
Because it'll be a hoot.
A rewarding artistic endeavor in its own right. Important.
Fun. Satisfy the whims of the creator, the critic, and the crowd.
And this place will be back on its feet in no time.
So what do we think?
Definitely a game I would play. Definitely.
It's interesting, that's for sure. And there is nothing
I'm
like
interested.
it. I mean, I can see the visual aspects of Bioshock in there, but
Story-wise, it is nowhere near it.
seeing that, well, it don't really have a story though, Glock.
You are kind of creating the story.
I know. Like
It by itself doesn't really have a story.
yeah.
You're causing the different fates to happen. Wholly, really.
Yeah. And also, for those wondering how the Kickstarter is going, 3,176 backers, 97,179 pledged. Their current goal is $550,000, and they got 20 days to make up the difference.
Dang.
Okay. What are they at now?
I just said they were at 97,179.
They are kind of yeah.
Well, it's only recently got a lot of press about it, so. So, and I believe like Kickstarter funding in terms of video games has like went down by 50% in the last year. So not a lot of people are high on Kickstarter projects right now, like they used to. So that might essentially be the breakdown of it. Yeah, I'm certainly curious.
It'd be interesting to see where it goes.
Yeah. Nothing else to say, Glock?
I want to play it.
Well, alrighty then. Let's talk about some more Star Wars. And
Something
specifically,
we can play.
yes, specifically the Old Republic, which we played last Tuesday, and I figured might as well throw in all the Shadow of Revan stuff since that got recently announced. Shadow of Revan, the brand new expansion pack to come to SWTOR and Glock. I'm echoing so badly, it is ridiculous.
Ah. There, try it now.
Alright. Slightly better, but I'll deal with it.
Echo.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me bring up the settings.
Well, I guess this clock is doing that. If I talk quiet enough, I won't echo. Will I? Alright then. Coming off Rise of the Cartel, I believe was the first expansion pack for the SWTOR. Shadow of Riven is our second one, and we'll take a look at the video here in a bit. But it launches December 9th of this year, and we'll follow Riven as he is apparently revived and bad things happen. For those who don't know who Riven is, he's the main character from the original Old Republic. You know, the good one. Not 2, which was not made by BioWare, and was terrible, and has so much cut content, it's ridiculous. But yes, the Riven Knights, which I got to be introduced to recently when I was playing my Bounty Hunter. Bunch of crazy people, I'll tell you what. So, Empire and Republic forces need to unite to squash this threat. Level cap will be, let's see, 5 new levels of story-driven Star Wars missions, increasing the level cap to 60 from 55, which I think it got increased from 50 to 55 with the Cartel expansion. New high-level multiplayer flashpoints and operations in this digital expansion. Now, some important things to note. You can pre-order this one. If you pre-order by November 2nd, you get 7 days of early access, a limited time class XP boost, which is apparently a subscriber exclusive. Boo.
A
grand stupid. Pre-order though.
$20. I think it's for the expansion in general.
Really?
Yes.
Not bad.
A grand statue of Riven to put into your strongholds, and you get the first digital expansion, Rise of the Hutt Cartel, essentially for free. But if you pre-order by December 1st, you only miss out on the 7 days of early access. And apparently the XP boost is like 12 times, so you're going to be like increasing your level really fast.
If you're a subscriber.
Yes.
And that can be very useful.
Looks like we get to explore Rishi, which I don't recognize, and Yavin 4, that planet from New Hope that they were on, I believe.
Yeah.
We got the new discipline system. Choose from among a set of new disciplines. See your path before you, and customize your combat experience to fit your playstyle. And they got a blog detailing with some more details on that. I have to find it
somewhere.
Looks like to be a replacement for the skill trees, essentially. So don't get used to the skill trees, you two, because you're gonna see them go bye-bye.
Okay.
And the Disciplines is a game-wide update will be released with 3.0 at the start of the early access on December 2nd. Note, free-to-play restrictions apply. I don't think there's anything else to really note about this. So I guess we can watch the announcement trailer.
Okay.
Then we'll talk about it.
Then we'll do all the talking about it.
Yes.
Alright, I'm ready when Glock is.
Glock.
I'm ready when Glock is.
What?
Video. Click.
Oh, sorry. Let me pause the game.
God damn it, Glock.
This is why I told you to cut the game off.
I can't! It's so awesome!
This is exactly why I told you to cut the game off. Because I knew this would happen.
Okay, so we are watching the announcement trailer, right?
Yes. Look
The
at the
only video on
articles,
the
you would
page.
know.
Literally the only video on the page.
I think you
I was making
echoed
sure
off
there
of me
wasn't like a
right there,
link to
but
another
okay.
trailer.
I would hope there's not another link to another video, because there shouldn't be another fucking video besides the 3-second teaser that was on Facebook for this.
Okay. Well, I'm ready.
Right then, taking a look at the Shadow River announcement trailer in 3, 2, 1, go.
Blood and gore, mild language, sexual themes, and violence.
War is coming. Conflict on a scale we've never seen.
LucasArts even know it's defunct now.
Revan has forged an army with a single purpose. To change the galaxy forever. Empire, Republic, we must unite or fall. This is where we make our final stand.
Really? So everyone's gonna unite?
Let's see how long that lasts.
It's time to finish
Not long.
your destiny.
That's not gonna last long.
Well, the good thing is, if we get high enough level when we pre-order this, I can actually play with my bounty, with my smuggler, and we get to do fun things.
I might pre-order this before November 2nd. I might.
I don't know.
Question.
What?
If I do this, does it mean I become a subscriber for a little while?
No.
Dang it.
You become preferred because you've spent $5 on the game. Yes. So you're at my level because I'm preferred status.
Okay.
So yeah. I have no idea what they're going to do with this whole Riven thing. Because just to be clear, folks, Riven was supposed to be the good guy of the Old Republic. No, he's the guy you play as in the Old Republic. Spoilers, by the way, because they don't tell you that until like towards the end of the game. So it makes me wonder like how they are working this in, because I'm not sure what the time difference is between this and the Old Republic. Like, I don't know how long it's been since... Let me Google it real quick. It is... Oh. It's 300 years since KOTOR.
Really?
Yes. So I'm thinking, oh, I don't know if they're going to reference anyone from KOTOR. Well, everyone's dead. Except for HK. I think he's alive. Yeah, because you can recruit him as a companion. Like, if anyone's going to be still alive since then, it's going to be HK. So it's HK-41 by some fucking miracle. Yeah, I'm kind of interested to see where this goes. I don't know if I'm going to pre-order it. Especially since that whole first digital expansion last post-launch too. I'm just checking other stuff. Yeah. But any other real thoughts about this?
No. I'm interested, but no other thoughts.
It might be something I might pick up afterward, because, yeah, you said about the whole you get the first expansion post-launch even. That might be something I might pick up after a while. I don't know.
Yeah.
Depends
Well,
on if I can get it past the whole boring phase that we're at right now.
yeah.
Because,
Yeah, it's...
yeah.
Yep.
If I can make it through then maybe.
I'll be honest, if you can, like, deal with the fact that SWTOR is maybe not the most interesting game in terms of combat, you'll probably like it. Because each class has a unique story to them, which is a good thing, because that's something DCUO does not have.
Yeah.
You have a unique story for the heroes and the villains, and that's it.
Yeah, that is about it.
Yeah.
Because all the heroes share all the same quest, no matter who the fuck you pick. I think you get like 3 exclusive quests. That's it, I think. It's kinda dumb.
So they did do a little bit more right with this than they did with than the others did with DCUO.
Well, DCO was made by Sony. Well, it was done by SOE, which was Sony Online Entertainment. This is BioWare's first MMO in general. Which, it's kind of a WoW clone to certain extents. Because if you're an MMO, it's hard to get away from the WoW formula. Because
that's kind of the formula for success.
That is what an MMO is, basically.
Kind of. And all the others who really tried to do something different have not done well. That's the key thing. No one's done really well going outside the formula, to a certain extent. Alright. Who's ready to talk about a Resident Evil TV series that is apparently based off the movies?
Off the what?
The movies.
Let's do it.
Off of the movies?
Yes.
Oh boy.
At least it's not a game to TV transition.
Oh no, it's a game to movie to TV transition. Let's see. Constantine Film, the production company behind the Resident Evil movie franchise, is planning a spin-off as a part of its increased interest in TV programming, and this television series will come out after the next Resident Evil movie comes to theaters. Fuck all when we know that's coming. Since Final Chapter, which is the name of the movie, does not have a release date yet. Because, let's see... Apparently because Mila Djokovic is pregnant, and she's the main star of the series, playing a character that does not exist in the games. And everyone else who does exist in the games gets relegated to side character.
Yeah.
Start to see why no one likes the Resident Evil games if you like the series. Or not the games. The movies if you like the games.
Yeah.
See, it's in production, no details on anything at all. Oh, I love that comment. The Resident Evil movies are not retelling any of the games, though they do keep with the franchise's best-known themes.
Okay, so they're horror movies.
Nope. They're all action movies.
They are all action movies.
So then someone fucked up there.
survival horror? The fuck? It also doesn't help.
Oh, wait, no. Actually, they might have made a better call on that one, because to be classified as a horror movie, that would mean that your main characters are rock dead stupid. I forgot about that.
Well, that depends on your horror movie. If it's a slasher movie, yes. If not, depends.
If it's anything that you hear about, yes.
Like, how many have to be rock dead stupid? But yeah, I'll be honest, my dad really likes these movies. I don't care for them. They don't anger me, but I understand that people can be angered by these movies because they are terrible adaptations of the material. Terrible adaptations of the material. So a TV series probably is like, oh no. Why? We thought this was over. We thought we were going to move on. But you know this franchise makes money, right? Tommy, have you seen any of these movies?
No.
Oh. Apparently, I haven't seen the best one, which was the first one.
Okay, well, to this I say, it's kind of obvious that one's going to be the best one. It was the first one. They didn't have time to screw it up.
Also, they didn't, well, not only that, but they didn't have time to fuck up their own continuity. I don't even want to begin to tell you how the fuck the continuity of the Resident Evil movies fucking works, because I don't even understand it. Apparently, the apocalypse happened, like, twice in the franchise. At least.
Which makes no sense.
Nothing makes sense in this franchise after a point. Nothing. I assume you've seen the movies, Glock.
Yeah, I've seen the movies.
Like, all of them?
Yeah, because my uncle is a fan of them.
Oh, what was the best one?
In his opinion?
In your opinion. Because I've heard
there was no best one. How about that?
Okay, most tolerable one.
Probably... first one?
See?
Yeah.
They didn't have time to make all of the fuck-ups.
Yeah,
like,
it was not pretty.
Like, I've heard the first one is a decent movie.
It's a decent movie, but it's got Resident Evil clip to it.
Okay. Now, here comes the next question. Movie by itself, ignoring the fact that it has any ties to Resident Evil, how was the movie itself?
It was a good movie. It was interesting. It kept its point pretty clear. So, all things considered, it was a great movie, but it has Resident Evil tied to it.
Which is the problem. People will compare it.
Exactly.
And to think that franchise has existed for, like, a decade now.
Yeah.
A video game movie franchise has existed for a decade. Not many video game movies can claim that. Actually, no one can claim that because no one has made it into a franchise.
Yeah.
No one has made it into a franchise besides Resident Evil because it's so not Resident Evil, it might as well not be called Resident Evil at this fucking point.
Yeah, at this point it really shouldn't be called Resident Evil.
Like, I'm sorry, when main characters of the game are regulated to support roles for the main character in the form of Alice, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not even Royd's man, Chris Redfield can escape this. No one can escape this.
No. Really, no one can.
I think Leon S. Kennedy got regulated to super support role, and he was in the recent one.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a super support.
All right. Let's talk about something a little bit better, but also more depressing.
Great. Because depressing is exactly what we need.
A team consisting of BioShock, Halo, Guitar Hero, and Rock Band designers has teamed up for a new PC and Mac game called The Flame and the Flood.
Called what?
The Flame and the Flood.
The Flame?
Yes.
What?
It's the name of the title. I'm not questioning.
Okay, I'm gonna make a horrible joke, and I've not seen anything about this, so this is gonna be really bad. But, Glock, you know what it is?
What?
It's one of the Flood with a flamethrower.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Now, could you imagine how fun that might actually be, though?
Well, it has nothing to do with Halo. This is a roguelite. Not a roguelike, a roguelite. River journey through the backwaters of a forgotten post-social America. Forage, craft, and evade predators. It's running on Unreal Engine 4. You play as Scout, a low wanderer schooled in the art of wilderness survival.
We are gonna watch it, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll get it queued and ready.
Pay attention to the notes. You would see that it has the tag that we're watching things.
Okay.
Oopsies.
We don't have to be, you know.
Oops. Hit the wrong button. Don't mind me being stupid.
Permadeath will be an element in the game, so when you die and you start back over from the beginning.
Great.
Except your dog will bring you whatever was in your backpack.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I guess that's better.
And I assume the dog's name is pronounced Aesop? Aesop?
A-E-S-O-P?
Yes.
Yes, Aesop.
Yeah. Original soundtrack by American singer-songwriter Chuck Reagan. I have no idea who that is. And it's a Kickstarter project looking for $150,000, and it's already surpassed that at $174,857 with over 5,000 backers and 19 days to go. So apparently more people care about this than the Black Glove. And it has people from the same studio working on it. Except that this somehow includes Bungie, Harmonix, and actually Harmonix, because wait, no.
No, they both didn't do both of them.
Yeah.
Activision.
Activision, like ex-Activision, Harmonix, and Bungie people. So this is like a mixed mashery of all stars, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, I don't know about you, but this is like a weird all-stars team of devs in a certain sense of the word. Because all these franchises did good.
Yeah.
Alright, let's take a look at the Flame and the Flood.
Alright, hang on, let me get to it. Stupid. Why do I have so many tabs up?
Because you like trying to kill your computer, and you probably have the game up in the background still, don't you?
I plead the fifth.
Uh-huh. Thought so.
You have too many tabs open because you have too many tabs open.
And then he wonders why videos won't load. I wouldn't know why. I mean,
my computer should be able to handle this.
My computer hates having 4 tabs open that don't have videos, plus streaming.
Flash don't like anything for me.
I don't know what it is, but it's like Flash eats up resources, streaming eats up resources. So when the two are running, my computer says, fuck you.
Alright, I'm ready when you are.
Let's do this.
Alright, taking a look at the Flame and the Flood. First trailer, I guess, in 3, 2, 1, go.
That's why I've got to be careful on occasion. Ow, loud, ow. Ow, fuck you.
That's the name of the dev team.
Oh. Unique art style.
Yeah.
Okay, I could get behind this.
I dig the music.
Like I said, I could get behind this. The good pick of music. The atmosphere is good. I like that. If that's the way the atmosphere is going to be throughout the game, I would enjoy this.
There's a reason I said this is more depressing.
Don't tell me the dog dies.
No.
No?
The dog can't die. It's got to bring the stuff back to you.
That's true.
Although it depends on your interpretation of the end of this trailer.
I like this so far. Whoa, okay. Whoa, okay. Heal what ails.
Ails.
Magnolia. Remedies, trade.
There's nothing to fear but fear itself. Oh, desperation, chasing horizon.
Got another trade to get. Wait for it. See what I mean by I said, depends on your interpretation of the end of this trailer?
That is depressing, and yet I could really get behind that. This looks like a good setup. The setting is there. The world kind of changes the way you react to the, different things that happen in the game.
And it's actually whatever Aesop is holding, it's not whatever's in your bag.
Now, I want an explanation as to what happened to the world.
I don't know.
To cause it to be like this, because this looks like they set it up as if most of the people within the world just kind of dispersed and disappeared.
See if I can find something in reading.
Okay, Glock. In a way to this, I say, have you ever played any Legend of Zelda games?
True.
you very rarely see anyone outside of towns.
That's true.
There's no real explanation for how it got to this point. So no.
I'm chalking it up to the whole, it's similar to how Legend of Zelda is.
Yeah.
You'll only see people that you need to see outside of towns and stuff. That's what I'm kind of chopping that one up to. And I'm fine with saying that because I'm used to seeing that.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely interesting. It's definitely nice to see that another indie title is being very unique with its art style and concept.
Yeah, but that's what's kind of funny. That art style is new to those devs altogether, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if Media Molecule, if anyone from Media Molecule was on the team, I've been like, oh, they carried that over from like Tearaway, because it kind of looks like Tearaway to me to a certain extent.
Yeah, but all of the people that were here, this is a completely unique art style for them. Rock Band and Guitar Hero had somewhat of an art, and a more, I don't want to say anime-ish, but like a 3D anime-ish art style.
Well,
with their art. Rock Band tried to make it a little bit more realistic. Halo, they have theirs. And BioShock has that unique
Even though Guitar Hero, like you said, do have a little more cartoonish characters, it's not that far. They were still using smooth 3D models.
Yeah, this wasn't
So really,
smooth.
this is kind of even out of left park for them.
Yeah, this is like way out of left park.
This is a brand new style of game for everyone involved. Because it's like, it's not a first-person shooter and it's not a music game. Fuck! We're out of our element.
Yeah. Which that is... Actually, that game's got me more impressed than the first one we've looked at.
In terms of the Irrational Games alumni.
Well, okay. What did I say when we looked at that video? That I could see the BioShock in it.
Yeah.
That's going to be the thing that is going to kind of possibly hurt and possibly help it. It might help it because it does look like that, but it might hurt it because people will think that it is supposed to be played similar to a BioShock game when it's not.
Yeah.
So that's one of those that's a double-edged sword when you're doing something that looks like another game. This, it looks completely on its own, especially when you know the people behind it.
Yeah.
So I could see this one getting farther, anyhow.
Well, it's already funded, which you can't say that about the Black Glove. Like, Black Glove's not even funded yet. And I would assume they've had about the same time frame to get the budget going. Granted, this game has hit a far lower goal, but it's already gotten more money back to it than the Black Glove.
Yeah. And so that's something else, too. The Black Glove, it's coming out full game level. Where really they should have started out more of an indie title level.
Yeah.
That's where this one's going to pick up. People are going to like this one, and then they're going to have the funding to do a bigger game. So I think in the long run, I think this one's going to do far better.
Yeah. But I do hope both projects go through because they both were playing with different ideas, and I would like to see both of them make it. Hopefully. Alrighty then. I guess no other thoughts?
Nope. As Glock's playing his game again and not paying
I'm
attention
not.
to
I'm
us.
actually reading the comments.
Oh. His other habit he likes to do with articles.
Yes.
Honestly, everyone seems to be disliking this.
Why?
That's what I'm asking.
This has more emotional attachment to your dog than fucking Modern Warfare 2. Or wait, no, 3.
A lot of
was
people.
it 3 or?
Dog.
What the fuck was it?
No, it was Ghosts.
Ghosts, that's what it was. I was fucking they blend together. I don't remember.
Everyone seems to be like, "Oh, it's cartoonish. Never mind. I don't want to play this."
That was what I was gonna say. I bet the problem was gonna be the art style.
I will smack people with a baby for that.
I found one person that likes it. It says strangely cute art style for a survival game with permadeath. Like it though. Also, I hope everyone from Boston gets the joke behind the name of the company.
Well, I'm not from Boston, so I don't get it.
Molasses flood. Okay.
A beer?
Okay,
like my first thought, it's a beer. It's like a local beer or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
That's it's comments like what you're reading right now, Glock, that are kind of getting on my nerves. People look at the art style and they automatically think they know what kind of a game it is.
Yes, perfect example of something that came out. Valiant Hearts.
Yeah.
Okay. Another example. Dust.
Oh my god, Dust. Oh god!
I mean, it's like, wow, people. Pay attention to the story. Just because you're not shooting people and have some kind of what you think is realistic graphics, even though it's not, does not mean that it's a good game.
Yeah. That, like I said, I will smack people with a baby for that comment. Look at the story it's telling with absolutely no dialogue.
Yeah. And that's just in the trailer. That's not even...
This makes you give more of a shit about the dog than Ghosts ever fucking did. And they were like, oh, look at this attachment to your dog and your brother, even though you don't say a fucking word all game. Fuck you.
But that's what it is. It's a cartoon-ish art style, and it has no gun. So everyone's going to assume, oh, it's going to suck.
Yes.
Okay, here's a good example of has good graphics and has guns that really does not have as strong of a story as it should. That recently came out even. Destiny. I feel like the story's there, but I feel like there's so many holes.
That's because the entire story's in the Grimorum.
And that's not where it needs to be.
It's got the Final Fantasy 13 problem. It decides to put its story in the fucking dictionary.
If I want the story of a game, I'm going to play the game. I'm not going to go read about the game. That's like,
If I want to read a story, I'll read a fucking book.
Exactly.
Because that's the point of a book, is you read the story. Or I'll read like additional things that have come out about a story I've seen or played.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Destiny's a good game if you're looking at it at a MMO shooter side of it. But if you're looking at it for a story, yeah, you better be ready to read.
Yeah.
Because the story's not in the game.
Yeah, which is stupid.
I mean, yeah. That irritates me when people are like, "Oh, look at the graphics. This ain't gonna be good." It's like, what the fuck?
Speaking
Grow
of
up.
Destiny, yeah. Speaking of Destiny, our next topic is going to be talking about DLC for Destiny.
Really?
Oh,
In a bad
boy.
way.
In a bad way? Oh no.
The Terminus has actually been explored a bit because people have glitched their way into it.
Of course. And let me
Normally,
guess
you'd
it's
stand
on
inside-
disc DLC.
That I have no idea. Because here's the thing, there's been like 3 updates to Destiny. And it just recently received a large update. So it could very well have been in that update that this got put in. So I'm not willing to say this is on disc DLC, but I can't rule out that possibility.
Why are people doing this? That is basically robbing. That's basically robbing them.
Well, to this I say, then they need to not put enough of the DLC in there for people to break it. Just gonna point that one out. Case in point, Riot's been putting out over the last few patches parts of the new Summoner's Rift. It is not playable though. They've been sending all of the back-end stuff, not the physical map itself.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could hack League and get every bit of the background resources, but you will not get the map.
Yeah, that's on the PvE.
It's a case of if all these console developers would realize that, they could do the exact same thing and put all the resources in there and then let the DLC finish it.
And you have to remember, the people who do this explore every single potential nook and cranny of a game. For anything. Hidden Easter eggs. Something no one's found yet. A hidden spot of gun spawns. Anything. And reading this, it seems like it's potentially avoidable. Because the guy managed to make it to the Terminus by doing triple jumping onto various wall appendages and tightrope walking across certain scaffolding that surrounded the vast beam funnel.
Oh, so essentially he purposely was aiming for this.
Yes.
Okay. That stands to reason.
Yeah. It's kind of just one of those things of people do this all the time. It's standard in speedrunning to do stuff like this. To break the game in every potential way to find out maybe you can glitch into this area, cause a spawn to move forward. But yeah, the Terminus is going to be in the House of Wolves DLC, and we know the Terminus is a part of the DLC because it was part of the leak we talked about 2 shows ago?
I think.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, update your forum. I put it in a while back. I just forgot to bring it up.
As he brings it up in the middle of an article.
Yes.
Instead of at the end of one where we can kind of transition away from it.
And you can pick up like 3 dead ghosts. Which I'm sure are supposed to be a part of the DLC, but...
You can pick up 3-bit ghosts.
So the dead ghosts are already there.
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, 3 dead ghosts. I thought you said 3-bit ghosts. I was about to say. So...
Bit and dead do not sound the same.
So...
I swear that would have been great.
So not only do we have a unfinished map that you can access, but there is also stuff in the unfinished map that you can access.
Apparently this isn't the only one. People have been accessing all sorts of DLC content, as far as I know.
God damn it, Bungie.
And for Destiny. So...
Oh, God, Bungie.
This
what
isn't
the
the only
heck?
one, apparently. I don't know what's going on. I'll be the one to say that, look, it could potentially not be on disc. It could have been a part of any number of updates they've done for the game. the easiest way to test this would be to pull up the disk, launch it without any updates installed, check to see if you can actually still access some of the stuff and it still exists. If it does, then it's on this DLC, and that causes a bad thing, and that causes bad thoughts from everyone.
Yeah, because see, right now, it could be just a case of someone screwed up on an update.
They got preloaded onto an update.
Yeah. Maybe they were trying to do something like Riot was doing and start uploading parts of it and thought no one could get to it, so we'll upload everything.
Yeah.
That way it's easier.
Or that they put it in updates purposely to cut down on update times for when the DLC comes out.
Right. Which would be a feasible thing, but they should never have put the map there.
This one guy commented, "Quit complaining. They made the game to make money. It was a complete game when released, and it is exciting that they are continuing to work on it and add value."
I don't have a problem with them adding to it. I don't have a problem with them working on it.
Yeah.
The problem I have is that this is supposed to be DLC that people are supposed to pay to access.
Yes.
There should not be any way to physically glitch it and get into it.
Yeah.
Because what happens when that DLC releases, I don't have it, I use this glitch, get into that map.
Does it still work? Maybe.
If it works, I've gotten in to that DLC that everyone else had to pay for.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not right. I mean, if say they do patch it because they've seen this article that we're talking about, and it's like, oh, well, fuck. And they fix it, then that's fine, but still it happened once. It could happen again. It could happen on a different DLC that they're not planning later down the line, and maybe the next one don't get an article about it.
Yeah. And the thing about a complete game. How do you have a complete game when there's cut content that becomes actual content later on down the line? I mean, is it a complete game then? Because I don't think so. And that's the thing. If there's content on there that you can't access and you have to pay for with an additional charge, you're not paying for the complete game. Technically speaking. Just saying. That's where a lot of people are going to be coming from.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about something less aggravating. Mortal Kombat.
As Glock apparently gets finished.
Gets finished, huh?
You flipping out over something?
Oh my god, I can't believe he didn't get that. Oh my god, I cannot believe he did not get that. I knew what he was flipping out about, and he did not get that.
Oh, you douchebag, grow up.
Uh-oh.
What?
I have missed an article somewhere.
What do you mean?
Oh, I forgot to open that one. Oh, okay.
Oh my god, that is...
Oh, it's better.
That is genius!
I'm confused.
I fucked up. Again.
I'm confused by Glock's comments.
Oh, I stay confused with his comments. I choose to ignore half of them.
I'm reading the thing.
Hey.
He's reading the the thing.
I find their
whatever
idea
that is
really genius. I love it.
Anyway, we are getting a prequel comic to Mortal Kombat 10.
Like I said, I find that to be genius.
Be written by Sean Kittleson, with artwork by Dexter Soy. iReels will provide the cover for each issue. Issue 1 will debut in January 2015, and each issue will be released digitally first, aka pick it up on Comixology. And Mortal Kombat 10 will be scheduled for release on April 14th, 2015. Okay, I'm gonna assume someone was pissed off about this, correct, in the comments?
Let me look.
I assume that was your comment. That was your first comment.
Huh?
I assume that's what your first comment was about.
About this?
Someone in the comments.
No.
Yeah, what was your first comment about?
This in general.
That's not the first comment I'm talking about.
What comment?
The insult?
What insult?
Did you insult somebody? Or I'm utterly confused now.
You got me confused.
You called someone a douchebag, and I don't know who!
Oh, I called Tommy a douchebag.
Okay, I'm on track now.
I'm glad someone here is, because I'm not.
Oh.
You guys lost me a while back, but I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay. To anyone who thinks this is a bad idea, they did the exact same thing with Injustice.
That worked.
Yeah, Injustice has the Injustice comic is still going.
Yep.
So to have a prequel comic for Mortal Kombat 10, it's not like they don't have a lot to play with because they're not picking up directly after 9.
Yeah.
For God knows what reason.
Because the main story behind... I don't know why they didn't pick up right after 9, because that... 9 kind of did set it up that way, didn't they?
Yeah, and I'm utterly confused on what the fuck the story of 10 is.
Maybe the prequel is meant to serve as an answer to why they didn't do that.
I'm still wondering what the fuck the story of 10 is. Like, because I know it's supposed to span, like, several years. But I'm like, are we starting after 9 and then going to where all the other characters are coming in, like Jack and Sonya's kid?
That is possible.
And, like, Shao Kahn's kid?
Wait, Jack and Sonya's kid?
Yeah.
It wasn't Jack.
Wasn't it Jax?
No, it wasn't Jax.
Then who the fuck did Sonya have a kid with?
Cage.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause she has the green stuff, the green poison-like stuff from Sonya from 9, and she also has,
Wasn't that Cage's stuff?
No. The poison stuff was from Sonya, and her kicking.
Oh.
Wait. Yeah, because she had that little thing on her wrist that she could shoot poison with.
Okay.
And then Cage's, like, affinity to beat the living crap out of people and rip them apart, which I think they actually showed that as a fatality for her.
That I'm utterly confused on what the fuck's going on in 10 then.
But yeah, Cage and Blade had a kid.
Oh.
And that's their daughter. And this, I actually want to know how this all works out too. I want to see what they do.
Well, it also doesn't help that both of them are dead at this point in the story.
Yeah, I want to know how they died.
That's in 9.
It is?
Yes.
I don't remember that being in 9.
It's at the end of the story.
Oh! Oh! Yeah, okay.
Like, almost the entirety of the entirety of the Earth Warriors are dead. And under Quan Chi's control. Okay,
Wait, huh?
Oh, good God. Apparently being confused is the normal for this article at this point.
Yep.
I'm ready to move on to things that make more sense. For the moment, at least.
Mortal Kombat 9 is the newest one. The
Yes.
Yeah, okay. No, they're not dead. They are all dead because at the end they just broke they've just finally beaten Shao Kahn. Because Shao Kahn was trying to kill Raiden. And then Raiden went back into the past and changed history, I think.
That's the beginning of the story. Because because technically 9 is a sequel to Armageddon.
Yeah.
The story of 9 is the alternate timeline that happens when Raiden tries to not have Armageddon happen. And fucks up.
Yeah.
Because everything that goes wrong in Mortal Kombat 9 is Raiden's fault. Literally, it's Raiden's fault because he's a fucking idiot. Like, yes.
You're gonna get a lot of hatred because of that.
Oh, I'm sorry he misinterpreted fucking visions from the future. Yes, let's not have Scorpion kill Sub-Zero. I'm going to try to convince him. Except I don't, because I don't do a good job of convincing him. Didn't Raiden send the information of Scorpion did not kill him, like Sub-Zero did not kill his clansmen? Both Raidens are an idiot. All Raiden in the past needed was the information necessary to change the future. All Raiden said in the past was what the fuck happened.
But Raiden didn't get all of that. He got the gist of it. He didn't get everything. He just got the gist of what happened and the major events so that he could tell he got the gist of it from the future Raiden because the future Raiden knew only the gist of it through his what's the word? Visions. He never got the full story. He only got the main events and the gist of what happened, so he was able to tell the past Raiden the basics and to tell him to do the opposite. But, in turn, what he did caused what happened to happen.
Except differently.
Further developing the fact that you can't change the future.
Actually, things did happen differently, though.
Yes, but basically everything that he saw in the visions did happen.
Except he killed Liu Kang, which didn't happen.
Yeah.
And several other things. Yeah, those things did not happen. Like half the Earth Warriors dying. To not bad guys from Deadly Alliance. No, that's a bit early for them all to die. Just saying. He did cause events to change. The problem is, Raiden from the future decided to leave out important information that would help change the fucking future.
Yeah.
It's like, don't have Scorpion kill Sub-Zero. Okay, I'm just going to vaguely convince him not to do so. By striking a deal. Except that doesn't really convince him to do so. And he decides, I'm not going to tell anyone about the whole fact that I'm trying to prevent Armageddon from fucking happening. I guess. Does he know Armageddon's going to happen at the beginning?
I don't know, actually. That's what I'm not sure about.
All I know is Raiden's an idiot because he does a terrible job of trying to convince people to not do the things they're going to do.
Let's see. I'm trying to remember. Sub-Zero died because Scorpion killed him.
Yeah.
Doesn't Ermac die?
No, I don't think. Who's Ermac?
Ermac is the green dude. Not Reptile, but the other green dude. The one that's basically the telepathic one. The telepathic ninja.
I don't know.
Let's see. Yeah, because he fights Liu Kang, and Liu Kang has to beat him. In the story mode, yeah. Cause
I know Sub-Zero got turned into a cyborg, which did not happen.
Yeah, Shang Tsung ends up summoning Ermac, and Ermac fights Liu Kang, and I think Liu Kang kills him.
I think we're gonna move on.
Hold on, I am trying to remember.
Remember on your own time, we got other things to talk about. Let's talk about...
I really don't think that...
Let's move on.
Yes. Let's talk about something less violent. In theory. Pokemon!
Gotta catch them all.
We're gonna get to a much darker path later on.
We got some new information about Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. That's actually kind of cool.
Okay.
You'll be able to use the twin legendary Pokemon Latias and Latios to travel using Soar, which allows you to fly around the map. You know, not fly, the thing that lets you fly to all these different towns. No, you get to fly. Like, wherever the fuck you want. Yes.
Cool.
And you also can go to Mirage spots, which have rare legendary Pokemon, a.k.a. a bunch of the duos from past Pokemon games, like Reshiram and Zekrom, Dialga and Palkia, Ho-Oh and Lugia, etc., etc. You get the picture.
So it's essentially like walking, but you have no barriers.
Yes, and you can also go to spots you can't get to otherwise, and you can actually run into Pokemon you wouldn't run into well, you just run into Pokemon too.
Wait, so you don't run into Pokemon, or you do when you're soaring?
You run into Pokemon, but there are specific Mirage spots that hold legendary Pokemon.
Oh, okay. Do they actually keep it in continuity, like when you're flying, you only get flying-type Pokemon?
I don't know.
That's probably something they should do, because, I mean, if it's
you get Latias or Latios to fly around with, plus they have Mega Evolutions that look the exact same because they're twins, remember? Actually,
yeah.
They're, like, mother, son, parental thing. I don't remember. There's a movie that movie that tells you they're like, there's a parental relationship here. Latios is exclusive to Omega Ruby. Latias is exclusive to Alpha Sapphire. Fuck off, I can remember which one's which. You can later obtain the Eon ticket, which will make both legendaries available in the other version of the system, by allowing you to access the Hoenn region's southern island area and find them there, which is just like the original game, because you needed the Eon ticket to get either one to begin with, I want to say. But now you get one of them by default, and you use a flute to soar. So you get a free legendary. Woohoo! On top of that, Pidgeot and Beedrill both have Mega Evolutions, which the Pidgeot one made me go, oh my god. But apparently they're not patching in the Mega Evolutions for these new Pokemon into X and Y, which makes me go, oh, I just found my copy of Sapphire. I want to get the remakes of Sapphire, remake of Sapphire when I have Sapphire already, and also Steelix and Galea. Galea. I have no idea how to pronounce it. It's in the popular one, second one.
I don't know.
One of the ice Pokemon have Mega Evolutions too. So we got a whole bunch of Pokemon stuff the last couple weeks.
Cool.
We're gonna take a look at the trailer to see the soaring thing in action, along with other stuff.
Okay, ready when y'all are.
Let's do this.
Starting up the trailer then. 3, 2, 1, go.
Comic mischief and mild cartoon violence.
This is not Comic Mischief. I have seen Comic Mischief, and that is Tom and Jerry's son. No one is hitting anyone with a frying pan. Yet. I love that they're making Mega Evolution a mainstay.
A what?
A mainstay in Pokemon now.
What do you mean?
It's a part of Pokemon now, just regularly. It's just a thing.
Oh wow, their Mega Evolutions are identical.
Yes.
Wow.
That slightly sucks. But I'm okay with it because it makes sense for the Pokemon.
They are twins, so...
Parental. They're related, damn it. So they get same evolutions. And you get to see the updated moves for all the legendary Pokemon you can catch in the Mirage spots.
Yaga. Palkia. Reshiram.
You don't get the X and Y legendaries because it's a bit too soon to be reusing them for other games.
Yeah, Zekrom.
But it's not too soon to be reusing the black and white ones. And apparently they're updating the Pokénav a whole bunch.
After this video, I'll be back for like, I don't know, 5 minutes.
Okay.
Holy crap, it's Beedrill.
I love that Pidgeot. I'm not gonna lie.
I like the Beedrill.
Beedrill looks good too.
Alright, I'll be back.
Plus, if you go to GameStop right now, you can pick up a shiny Gengar that has its Mega Evolution Stone. So you get shiny Mega Gengar, which is pink. No, I'm not kidding. You should probably see it in the related videos.
Yeah, I see.
That's the shiny Mega Gengar.
Shiny Mega Gengar.
Mm-hmm. That you can pick up at GameStop right now.
It looks like a washed out pink, though.
Yeah. Like a bit cotton candy-ish.
Yeah.
Which is odd to say about a ghost Pokemon. But well, considering...
he's the real ghost.
Well, there's this theory about Gengar that it's Clefable's shadow. Which, that kind of looks like Clefable's color. So, maybe in a roundabout way it's referencing that?
Perhaps.
Which would be odd. I guess we have to delay until Glock is back.
Or we could just go on without him, one of the two.
I can just introduce this last article that we're talking about.
Okay, let's do this then.
Well, if you're still waiting on Smash Bros. To come out on the Wii U, you got something to play on the Xbox One right now. Rivals of Aether. is coming to Xbox One.
Hmm.
And I have to assume that trailer looks nothing like the game, because I assume that's a screenshot from the game. This came out on PC, apparently. They're going to release it through Xbox, recent Xbox One, through the ID at Xbox program. It's the same mechanics as Smash Brothers. You deal enough damage to send them flying. Fighters are...
That looks... Wow.
What, the screenshot?
Yeah.
Super old school looking.
Yeah. I seriously hope they're not trying to compete with Smash Brothers, because otherwise, yeah.
Well, Sony tried to compete with Smash Brothers.
Yeah, but at least Sony had 3D models. At least they were on the same level as Smash Brothers.
Well, also, the studio closed down after that game, so... Anyway, fighters are elementals, fire, water, air, and earth. And so they each come with their own special abilities that can affect the battlefield. These include creating fire pits and puddles. Fun for couch multiplayer is what they're shooting for. Enough depth for intense 1v1 competitions, aka kind of what Smash Brothers is. Or at least what Melee is in the competitive game, in the competitive scene.
True.
Looking for release on PC and Xbox One in 2015, so it's not actually been released yet. And there's more information on the game's website, but we got a trailer announcing things, so we can see what the hell this game looks like in action.
So we will get to have both Smash Brothers and its pseudo competition next year.
Well, the new Smash Bros. Is coming out like November 21st.
On 3DS.
Sorry, out on 3DS.
Oh, yeah.
Coming out on Wii U November 21st.
Really? That early?
Yeah.
I thought it was supposed to be next year.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
They confirmed it. It's coming out November, end of the month. It is happening before the end of the year. We're even getting a second wave of Amiibo figures before the end of the year.
Huh.
And the second wave includes, and this is a little, something we could be talking about, but we're bringing it up randomly. It's Zelda, Little Mac, Diddy Kong, Luigi, Captain Falcon, and Pit. Will be the second wave coming out in December.
Whoa.
And the first wave...
Hold on.
What?
What the hell?
What happened? Did things go breaky?
I have dropped a boatload of frames. The recording was probably fine, but I am constantly dropping frames now.
That's no bueno.
Why are you dropping frames? I just got back, and all I heard was I am dropping frames now.
Alright, we're figuring it out. Maybe eventually.
I'll be right back.
Technical difficulties.
Sorry, I'm back.
Stream looks fine to me.
Oh, it's dropping. I'm seeing them. It's staying up, but it's dropping frames.
Connection lost. Connected.
Uh-oh.
Well, the good news is I fixed the drop frames, I think.
Let's stream it now then. Stream back up, so...
Maybe. Don't you do it. You fucker. I am dropping frames. Still. Ah, God. Stupid piece of shit.
Do we continue with just the recording? Or what do you want to do?
What's bad is now I think the recording's split in two because XSplit went completely down that time when it killed the stream.
Yeah, and I'm having difficulties putting the Old Republic stream back together.
Hey, Jeremy.
What?
Have you ever had the game break when you kill all the aliens and yet it doesn't end the game?
Okay.
No.
We are going to be right back while I try to figure out why XSplit is going all herpity-derp.
And I continue playing this game.
Mostly because, if the mission hasn't ended, then there's still an alien out there.
Fuck you, XSplit. You know
Is
what?
that
Fuck you. It
alien
just stabilized itself. Never mind.
But nothing's happening.
Alright. Let's go back to
That
what we were
doesn't mean
doing because
anything.
it seems like it's stabled now.
Yes! Smash Brothers clone!
Yes.
Oh, I found the aliens. Okay.
And no, it does not have aliens in it.
Oh.
Yes, it has elementals in it, and what looks like a whale dog.
Oh, the aliens just surrounded. Oh, no.
I think that's a whale dog. The thing that's red and blue in the screenshot?
I have no idea what that is.
I think it's a cross between a killer whale and a dog, but I don't know. Let's look at the trailer and find out.
Let's do it.
Alright, taking a look at Rivals of Aether in 3, 2, 1, go. So, Fire Lion. Okay, it is a whale dog. Okay. I see we're going with the League of Legends naming scheme. Wow, it has even the same destruction effects.
Yeah.
Please tell me the control scheme's not set up the same, because I don't want to call something a clone unless it really deserves it to be called a clone. Also, the water was on fire. How does that work?
Magic.
Well, this does involve magic shit, so alright. Yep, it's a Smash Bros. Clone, and I'm so not interested.
I can tell. It's not really interesting me as much as it should.
Yeah. Oh, well.
No, my captain doesn't need to die.
I guess before we move on to releases, I need to stop a video because we're moving into quick draws after this.
We are going to switch up and I keep dropping 50 frames at random. It's just random.
Random frame drops. Or random.
It's like hello, loud.
In fantasy life. Master.
Okay.
Yes, game trailers are loud.
Thank you, game trailers, for being a dumbass. Anyhow, it will literally encode about 1,000 frames, and then it'll drop 50, and then it'll encode about 1,000 more, and then it'll drop 50 more. It's like, what the hell?
Please tell me that last game on the releases is not what I think it is, because I'm gonna slap someone with a baby for that. God damn it, it is!
We are going to kind of, for reasons that will come up later, we're going to invert mine and Glock's quick draws when we get to that point.
Okay. I'll move tabs accordingly.
Okay. Wait.
There's reasons you'll
Are we
understand.
talking about that release?
What release?
You're talking about the last release?
On the list of releases, yes.
The one that's only PC?
Yes.
Coming
It's
out
exactly what you think it is! And I just looked at one picture from the trailer and I'm like, oh god, it is!
You're kidding. Oh god.
Anyway, to build up to it, coming out today, because I don't think we talked about these. I hope not, because I don't think I've said this last time. Dark End on PC, F1 2014 for PC, 360, and PS3, and I need to stop, don't I?
Hold on a second. Okay, let's go.
Yes, Dark End, F1, and Fist of Jesus.
I don't even.
Yes, it is a beat 'em up with your favorite characters from the Bible.
I don't even.
No, wait, no, it's better.
It's a zombie game.
No, it's not a beat 'em up. Fist of Jesus tells the adventures of Jesus and Judas, where the world is now full of zombies caused by Lazarus' resurrection. My quick draw pales in comparison to what the fuckery of this. Pales in comparison. So, moving on to things that people will actually want.
I don't even know what to think about that one. Just gonna say that.
Neither do I. Anyway, Devil's Dare, 21st, Mac, Linux, PC, Fluster Cluck on the PlayStation 4.
Yes, because it was nicer to say that rather than to say clusterfuck, which is probably what it is.
And it probably involves chickens. Please tell me it doesn't involve chickens.
Oh, God.
It probably does.
Damn it, it involves chickens! Fuck you and your puns!
I know it. It's a chicken simulator.
No, it's a chicken adventure game.
Oh, that's even worse.
Wait.
Oh, God.
What?
It's a dual stick shooter.
Wait, what?
What, do you shoot eggs? No. No.
You
As soon as the words came out of my mouth, I realized that probably is it.
I didn't read it. A dual stick shooter?
In which employees of Chicken Coop must chickenize everything in sight.
I will slap things with fucking babies right now. God fucking damn it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Danger of the Ooze. May God help that game, and hopefully it's better. PS3, 360, 3DS, please tell me this is a fucking better game. Don't know. Fantastic. Cooking Mama 5, Bon Appetit, 3DS, 22nd. Oh good God, a good game. Bayonetta 2, Wii U, 24th. Please, everyone, go pick up this game.
Why are we trying to rush through it now? Because you're annoyed with the gaming community?
I am annoyed with dumb games. And you know what my quick draw is? A dumb game.
It's going to be bad that within a matter of 10 minutes tops, we will have talked about, at the least, 3 different weird, off-the-wall ideas for games.
That probably are all terrible.
No, mine is just, oh god.
No, I wasn't talking about yours.
No.
I talked about 2 of them.
Oh yeah, we have, haven't we?
Samurai Warriors 4, 24th, blank, Vita, PS3, PS4. Time Motion, 24th, PC.
May I ask what Samurai Warriors was like? Like, I've seen it before, and I've heard some stories about it, but nothing really actually gave me an insight on whether it was good or bad.
Fuck if I know. 28th, The Wolf Among Us is coming out to something. I guess PS3, blank, Xbox 360, and Vita, because it's already out on the PC. WWE 2K15 coming out to fuck you on your next-gen consoles on blank 360, PS3, and next-gen consoles, because fuck you, we're going to put the good thing on next-gen consoles.
Oh.
Dreamfall Chapters, The Longest Journey, coming out November 1st, which will be the day after our next show, but screw it, I'm going to say it anyway, for Linux, PC, and Mac.
This will change by the time the next show comes around anyhow.
I know it will.
People are actually starting to pay attention to Linux now, Tommy.
Yay.
Let me guess, though. The game is through Steam. Because I'll tell you right now, Valve has been pushing that.
Let's see. More adaptations, more fish, more wolves. More ninjas, more not Pokemon. More Spartans, more cars. Generally better things we get to say next time for releases. This will take us to a quick draws. I'm a masochistic asshole.
Yes, you are.
Oh boy.
We all remember the Duck Dynasty game that we talked about when we were saying releases last time, correct?
Uh-huh.
Well, we got a trailer!
Oh boy.
And not just that, A&E has been running commercials non-fucking stop for this game. A&E has been running commercials for this game every day. They are pushing this game so hard because Duck Dynasty is a fucking cash cow for them. And does this game look terrible? We all remember the Rambo game, right?
How could we forget?
The Rambo game?
Yeah.
The Unreal, yeah. This looks slightly better than that.
Is it one of those types of games?
No! It is not that! It is more akin to Mario Party.
Oh god, the comments.
And by that, I mean it's a collection of minigames.
Have you looked at the newest comment down there?
No, God, no, what is it?
One person says, and we've hit a new low. And then somebody goes, that's until Honey Boo Boo's new game, Bacon Grease Nights, comes out. Pre-order and you get to download the Stick of Butter Skates for free. I will
slap whoever the fuck develops that game if that ever becomes a real. No! No! We do not need another reality-based video game.
Sure we
No!
But it's Honey Boo Boo.
No! We don't need that. We don't need a call back to Jersey Shore. No!
But it's...
No!
But Honey Boo Boo.
No. It was bad enough when she was rumored to be appearing at WrestleMania. No!
Wait, that was a thing?
Yes!
Oh, Lord.
That was a legit rumor for WrestleMania 2 years ago. That was legitimately going to be a thing. Rumor-wise. Granted, they've had people from Jersey Shore on wrestling, on WWE programming. But at least they've not done a wrestler like someone from Jersey Shore. Thank you, TNA. I love that you love ripping off ideas every chance you fucking get. This is why no one likes you. Anyway, Duck Dynasty trailer. Are we all ready for pain?
Pain and agony? Agony and pain, yes.
No. No.
Too bad! Starting the trailer in 3, 2, 1, go.
Did that really say rednecks only?
You have to be
Yes.
a well-rounded Robertson. You need to learn duck calling 101. Here's what a good call sounds like. Here comes some, John Luke.
Yeehaw, boys! He's pulling me in. Whoa, 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 whoa!
I'll see you at the finish line.
Don't touch that.
Si, I told you to guard the door. They were trying to be sneaky and quiet, like ninjas. Hey, that's embarrassing. Hey, John Luke, stop right there. This is awesome.
Stop it!
Homemade napalm, boys.
Si, don't tase me, bro! Si, I'm docking your paycheck.
I disagree with you to a point. The graphics are infinitely better than that horrid excuse for a Rambo game.
I think it could have been worse.
Look at the graphics, and then look at that Rambo game again.
This looks like early 2000s PC games. And by PC games, I mean terrible PC games.
I say again, it could be worse.
It could be a lot worse. It could be.
Look at the Rambo game.
It has
Like
a
I
Metal
said,
Gear
the
Solid
Rambo
reference.
Game, oh god.
It has a Metal Gear Solid reference. It references Metal Gear Solid, but tries to take itself seriously. I'll give them credit. They got the people from the fucking show, but everyone sounds bored. You know what? You know what? Somebody prominent out there in the gaming review community, fucking review this game, please.
DOT 2014, MLG Pro.
What?
Game of the Year 2014, Major League Gaming Pro.
As I was saying, please, someone prominent in the gaming community, review this, so we know how far deep the hole has been dug for this game. And then, please, bury this fucking game in just as deep of a hole. I'm done now. Glock, quick draw, please.
Oh,
hopefully
you're
yours
gonna
is
have
better.
fun with this one. Oh god, the blood. Apparently, there's this new game trailer that came out recently for a game called Hatred. It takes violence to the extreme. You want to know the plot? You're a mass murderer,
Fantastic.
and your whole objective is to go kill people. That's literally what it is. Yeah. Let's just bring up a comment a representative for GOG said. Just a small comment. Currently, we are not in touch with developers of Hatred. I'm sorry, what? You're not in touch with a game dev when your entire job is to make sure that the games aren't too drastic? Isn't there a problem here?
Do we have to put another game on the list of shit I don't want to see CNN talk about?
Alright, so everyone go ahead and get the trailers ready.
Oh, good God.
We're gonna see how...
Because I do not want to see an article next time about... well, in the intermittent 2 weeks of CNN gets a hold of Hatred and starts talking about it. I don't want to. I don't. I really don't want to. But you know what's going to happen? This is going to be one of those games that's only made because it's going to be only made to grab attention.
Basically. Alright, everyone's video's up?
No. Ad.
I get an ad. Is this an ad or is this a trailer?
This is a trailer.
I'm asking for my video personally.
I never got an ad, so I don't know. That's why I love ad block. I'd never have to worry about the ads with these videos.
Oh, I have ad block on for GameSpot. Let me disable that because I don't want to block it. Stop. Thank you. I'm ready.
Alright, you ready, Tommy?
Uh-huh.
Starting up the video in 3, 2, 1, go. May contain content inappropriate for children.
You think?
Obviously they didn't before they made the game.
Boy, does that
My name is not important. What is important is what I'm going to do. I just fucking hate this world and these human worms feasting on its carcass. My whole life
Boy,
is just
aren't you a glass half full kind of guy?
And I always wanted to die violently. This is the time of vengeance, and no life is worth saving. And I will put in the grave as many as I can. It's time for me to kill. And it's time for me to die. My genocide crusade begins here.
This video shows that they had already made so much of the game. Where was the GOG with all of this?
That's because the GOG does not want to touch this thing with a fucking 10-foot pole.
But I mean, they could have stopped this. They could have stopped this when the idea even came up.
They have no control.
Valve heard about this and they ran as quick as they could. They haven't commented because apparently there's a possibility that it's coming out on Steam. I saw this and I just where where was GOG? I mean, for God's sake.
You do realize GOG is Good Old Games. And they have no control over how this game gets developed.
Really?
Yeah.
Then why the heck is it their business?
Because they're just like Steam.
Their distribution.
Yeah.
I thought they were one of the governmental groups that was trying to. Okay.
No. GOG is Good Old Games. They sell old games. They sell some new ones too.
Wait, at the beginning of this video, was that the ESRB thing that said?
Yes, that's your standard ESRB.
Is it a possibility that this will become an AO game?
I don't know.
Is it a legit possibility that this will become an AO game? And I swear to God, I first saw this, and I'm sorry for all the people that hear this that don't like me because of this. My first thought was, oh God, this is gonna be the emo's delight. Oh God.
Oh, also, they used the Unreal Engine 4 logo without permission.
Yeah, I read that and I kind of laughed.
Fantastic. You develop a game with the Unreal Engine, with Unreal Engine 4, and you forget to ask permission to use Unreal Engine 4.
Shit, I'm dropping frames again.
I do not blame any company for wanting to be as far away from this game as possible. I do not blame any of them.
But isn't the storyline going to be absolutely amazing? I mean, it's a perfect idea.
This doesn't even deem sarcasm. This just makes me sad that a game like this in this day and age exist, and it's getting attention.
Who comes up with this though?
The same people who make a video game where you reenact the JFK assassination.
That you what?
That you reenact the JFK assassination. Yes, that is an actual game.
Oh yeah, I saw that. But I mean, I would understand something if it was some kind of a story like you're hallucinating and seeing monsters and you're killing them and it's some kind of a drug trip. That would be a little bit less bad than this.
This game exists for attention. It exists to shock. It exists to offend. Games like this do not deserve the attention. Do not deserve the press. What they deserve is to be ignored.
Okay, here's what the Destructive Creations guy commented. His name is Jaroslaw Zielinski. We really wish to release a digital version through Steam and GOG, but actually we have no idea if they will let us do this because of all of the storm the game is delivering.
Oh, how tactful.
And then Destructive Games made it clear that you shouldn't take this game too seriously because it's just a game.
Too fucking late.
They like in announcing the game when it was first announced, they said that you shouldn't take it. That they tried to make it as clear as possible. It's just a game. Hatred does not shy away from the fact that it is about killing people.
Guess what? That didn't help Call of Duty. That didn't help any Grand Theft Auto. That does not help Mortal Kombat. That helps no one. You know how you do that? You be like Saints Row and you make fun of it. This is not funny in any sense of word. In any sense of the word.
It really isn't. This was just brutal. That I picked this up as a quick draw because I just wanted to see what y'all's reactions to this would be. Because this, as many jokes as I made about it at first, it's still, I don't see how this game should actually be released.
That's because it probably won't.
Because of what?
Because it won't, more than likely. Because I'm pretty sure no one wants to touch this game in terms of releasing it. What they're probably going to have to do is release it through their own website.
Yeah. This one guy commented, wow, this may be the very first time I've ever been shocked by a video game. Ever. I have laughed at people that get offended by video games in the past, but this is some pretty sick stuff. Eesh, I'm not a fan of censorship at all, but I believe Steam and GOG have the right not to carry this garbage.
They have their right. They are well within their rights to go, no, we're not carrying your product. No. No.
Wow, that was... Oh my god, that comment. Whoa. Guy commented to the guy that I just read the comment for. Yep, looks like a Columbine high school shooting simulator, down to the bad metal hair and the trench coat. Wow, these people... Oh my god.
Welcome to the internet.
Jesus Christ, these people. Oh.
But if you think about it, tell him that he's wrong. Because in all seriousness, that's kind of what this is glamorizing.
Yeah. What it is. I'm sorry, but the whole, oh, don't take it seriously, it's just a video game, doesn't fly these days. No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I'm sorry, there's a difference between having a shooter where you're killing people that really there's not that much bloodshed, and what there is really does not justify it, and then going into the graphic killing that trailer did even.
This game deserves to be ignored.
I mean, there's a big difference in taking a game like Call of Duty or Battlefield even, and then taking that.
Yeah.
I agree with this guy. Yep, let's justify laws restricting content in games. This type of game is the kind of crap that forces regulations. These developers are morons. This is a disaster. If someone who commits a murder, you can count on... this is a disaster. If someone who commits a murder, you can count on regulations on content.
There's not going to be regulations on content.
I didn't understand that.
There will never be regulations on content. You know what there will be? This game will be ignored.
Wow. There's one guy said, holy crap, this is actually bad for me, and I run people over in GTA 5 and do burnouts on their corpses for 5 minutes. Jesus, people.
Okay, to this I say, who has ever played GTA or any game similar to it, and not just for the hell of it tried to see how many people you could piss off at once?
Without getting the cops to kill you.
I've done it too, but that don't mean that I'm a serial killer. I mean,
yeah.
Hell, I know it's a game. I'm screwing around just to see what happens.
Yeah. That's not the intention of Grand Theft Auto.
Although
that is wholeheartedly the intention of this game.
Yeah.
That's why this game deserves to be ignored. Not censored, ignored. This game does not deserve press.
I don't even think you could censor this game. I think it's to that point where really it's either just say it can't be made, period, or everyone ignore it.
Yeah. I mean, at least with the GTA series, it was your option. You never actually had to. And second off, the GTA series actually has a story. This How can you make a story out of this? Here's the story. A guy hates the world and wants to kill everyone, so he goes out and does it. Spoiler, plot twist, he dies at the end.
Yeah. This game does not deserve anyone's time. Like, Duck Dynasty might be a bad game, but at least you can laugh at it. There's no laughing at this. This is just sad. It saddens me that I have to add another game to that list of games that I know about, but I never, ever want to acknowledge that I actually know about them. That I want to ever play. And actually just kind of want to forget that I knew about them. Because I'm like, no, I don't want to know that game exists. For real. Like Duck Dynasty, hey, that's funny. No. 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 This game, no. Game just needs to just go away. Go off that little corner of the internet where people who actually may like this game will get it. But for the rest of us, no. We're just walking away. Because none of us want to see this. None of us. I'm ready to move on.
Yes, let's.
I want to talk about better things. I want to talk about happier things.
Even though my frames are dropping periodically now, as opposed to just every once in a while.
I'm just ready to move on.
Alright, I'm going on to mine then.
Yes, please.
Mine is something that I actually saw this morning, and I passed along to Glock since he didn't have the game either. Basically, if you want to attempt to get 1, a free copy of XCOM Enemy Unknown, or 2, a chance to win an iPad Air, then this is for you. Green Man Gaming is doing something in conjunction with the Golden Joystick Awards, where if you vote in the awards, then you can get a chance to claim your free copy of XCOM Enemy Unknown.
Which I happen to be playing right now.
Yeah, as we're streaming.
Yeah.
But I've been able to keep up.
Kind of. Also by completing voting, that gives you an entry in their iPad Air sweepstakes that they're going to be doing. And the reason why me and Glock switched out for our quick draws was because of something that Peace was wanting to do. And I'm really hoping my internet will hold up, even though it's acting like a big dick. So this will be in the recording at least. Is kind of go over and talk about some of the categories and the son of a bitch. And the stuff in the categories. And come on, you dick.
Internet's not happy with
us. Oh,
right
you're
now.
not. You're being a dick now. That's exactly what you're doing, Site. You're being a dick.
Also, I just got the Duck Dynasty commercial because I have A&E on the in the background. So yeah, I just got the Duck Dynasty commercial again. They run that thing daily. They are really pushing that game. I hope that game flops.
All right, I got it up on my end now.
All right.
You really hate the idea of that game, don't you?
I just think it looks like a terrible game. And people are going to buy it because it's Duck Dynasty. And I'm just going, that is a terrible decision. You should at least look at the game.
After you put in your votes, are you not able to look at it? I'm not able to get to the actual...
Log out and try it again.
Oh.
That's what I wound up having to do.
I was about to say, I haven't voted, so I can see all the nominations. But anyway, best original game. First and foremost, why is The Wolf Among Us in this category? The Wolf Among Us is adapted from the Fables comic book series. I wouldn't really call that original. I mean, it's no offense to the game. A Wolf Among Us is really good. It's just, for best original game?
Yeah.
Also, I'm not gonna lie, Destiny Titanfall, you're sitting this one out.
Technically
I'm sorry,
speaking, DayZ should too.
Yeah.
It was originally a mod.
True.
The game itself isn't original.
Yeah.
So was the Stanley Parable.
Watch Dogs, you're kind of okay here, but honestly, a lot of these indie games are really good contenders for it. Like, Broken Age is really good, Child Light is really fantastically done, Don't Starve's been well received, Shovel Knight is a fantastic, like, throwback to old, SNES era platformers. Tearaway is another fantastic game for me, A Molecule. I have no idea about Towerfall Ascension, but Transistor, another really great game.
Transistor was great.
I think that's another Ubisoft game.
But why did you skip the Stanley Parable? You didn't say anything about that one.
You already said something about Stanley Parable.
I only said that it was a mod at first, too. I'd never actually mentioned anything about how good it was.
Well, Stanley Parable is another, really interesting concept in terms of a game, so, yeah, and Valiant Hearts, another great Ubisoft game. Is Transistor Ubisoft, or is that someone else?
Transistor was somebody else, I think. Yeah, Supergiant Games.
Okay. But yeah, that's some really great stuff in there, and I'm sure, half those guys are still in the indie games. Most Wanted...
Wait, gotta get to it. Hang on.
Really up to your personal taste. There's a lot of great choices there, in all honesty.
Yeah. Honestly, I was so tied. Well, I picked it really quickly because I first saw it and I was like, it was immediate, I gotta get that one.
Also, why is the Smash Bros. For 3DS listed? That's already out, by the way.
I voted Mirror's Edge too, but my choices would have been tied between Rainbow Six Siege, Mirror's Edge 2, and Bloodborne.
No Homefront?
I want to see more of it.
No love for your franchise?
I loved I loved the first Homefront game. Do not get me wrong. I loved that game. But I want to see a little more in terms of story to Homefront: The Revolution. I want to see a little more as to what time frame it's going to be, what the big point of this person's experience is. Yeah. I want to see something like that, not just the graphics.
Honestly, out of all of these, Siege kind of has my attention the most.
Yeah.
I mean, we've not seen enough for Halo 5 for that one to even be in the running for me, personally.
Yes! You could totally really be excited for the game because of that one trailer, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Wait, what about Witcher 3 Wild Hunt? Because you got to see him hunting the Griffin. That was actually really cool.
I'm not gonna lie, Arkham Knight would probably take this, because I'm Smash Brothers I'm not counting because you're, so close to release.
I'm not really...
Don't count The Division out. Don't count that out. There are a lot of people that have been craving that one. Then again, it could also be Far Cry 4, because, Far Cry, it has that title. Oh god, everybody's got to have it.
I'll admit Far Cry 4 did kind of get my attention a little bit there. And a lot of them, they did kind of get my attention, but yeah.
What is Fortnite? I have never even heard of that until now.
The Most Wanted. Isn't that the game we only got one trailer of a couple years ago for E3?
Their first game to use the jaw-dropping Unreal Engine 4.
And I think that's a Ubisoft game. Yeah, that's the zombie apocalypse, like...
it's Epic Games.
Or Epic Games, the, kind of like tower defense, base defense game.
Sandbox game is all about scavenging gear and building fortifications by day and keeping out waves of nasties by night. It's co-op too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that like 2-3 years ago, I want to say. We had it on like one of our E3 specials, but I don't remember what year it showed. But that's the only year I remember it. I don't think it ever showed up ever again.
Yeah.
Which means, why isn't the Last Guardian up there? That wonderful piece of vaporware.
Now, I, for one, this is me. I don't care what everybody else says. I am excited for Rise of the Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider impressed me hugely. I don't give a crap about all those people that say, oh, it's not Tomb Raider because Lara Croft isn't, as awesome as she used to be. No, screw that. This last Tomb Raider game was meant to be before she became Tomb Raider. It was meant to be when she got started. It is what made her into the Tomb Raider. So screw all of y'all people with that opinion.
Like I told you yesterday, Glock, you know who to blame? Other M. Blame Other M for that opinion.
Yeah. So, Rise of the Tomb Raider, in my opinion, is going to be a great game. Because I know they are going to implement that feeling from Tomb Raider, that sense of insecurity. I know they're going to implement it in some way because it's not too far ahead of the Tomb Raider game. From what I've heard, it's almost right behind Tomb Raider. So she's got to still have that feeling of insecurity that she did have. It's not going to be there full-fledged anymore, but it's going to be there, and it's going to give her a new... It's going to give everyone that plays it a new side of her. Before she became the full-fledged Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
But after she lost her sense of complete insecurity and complete reliance on other people. So it's going to give them a sort of a medium. And I'm hoping that it's going to be a happy medium for people because everyone seemed to hate that she was like completely new to this and was afraid for her life. So hopefully this game will pull people back into the Tomb Raider idea and maybe bring another franchise of Tomb Raider, even though a lot of people thought that would be a bad idea. After playing Tomb Raider, I think that they could pull it off if they did as well as they did with that story. Because putting the Tomb Raider name aside, the story of that game was absolutely amazing. Because seriously, have either of y'all played it?
No. Good God, Glock, I want to move on. I get it. You do not like people who don't like the original version of that Tomb Raider game. Can we move on, please?
I love the fact that every time you tried to move on, Glock would purposely wait long enough for you to start to move on and then start talking again.
I wasn't purposely doing that. I'm sorry. I wasn't doing it on purpose. I'm sorry.
I know, Glock. It's your thing. But I want to move forward.
Sorry.
Yes,
I know we all have that thing I know we all have that thing we like to go on and on about, but let's move on. Anyway, indie games. There's some good choices here. Although I wonder why Transistor's not here. Isn't that an indie title?
It is. I don't know why it's here. Although, I got a question. Is Republic that game that we saw a while back that was like, it was weird because it was like, I think it was called like Cyberpunk something? Like Cyberpunk, and then it had this big year, like 2146 or something.
No, that's
like
something else.
That's something else because I looked at it and I looked at the info and it sounded kind of similar.
No, that's something else. That's I've actually seen that game in action. And there's better games in that category. Visual design. Half of these games need to go right the fuck out the window. I'm sorry, but no. Get out. I love Nintendo and all, but you two, Assassin's Creed, Infamous, Killzone, Metal Gear Solid, Thief, Destiny, y'all sit this one fucking out, because you don't deserve to be in this category.
Wait, what are you talking about? They aren't in here.
Visual design?
Oh, we're done with indie games?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought we were actually going to talk about them because I was going to mention Outlast being a great game.
Well, yeah, well, we talked about some of the same games there already. And they'll keep popping up. But
Yeah.
no, out. Hearthstone, out. No.
Which one?
Like Assassin's Creed, Donkey Kong, Mario Kart, Killzone, Infamous, Connect, Hearthstone, Metal Gear Solid 5, Ground Zeroes, Thief, Destiny, get the fuck out. This is not your category. Go win another category. This is not your category.
So you just kicked them the heck out.
Rise Son of Rome, you do not deserve to win fucking anything, you piece of shit game. Go away.
Is it bad that I chose Infamous Second Son?
There are so many better visually appealing games that have very unique visual designs to them.
I kind of wanted to pick Valiant Hearts again. I really did. But I chose Infamous Second Son because I wasn't sure what kind they meant by visual design.
I'm going for a unique design. Unfortunately, half these games share the same visual design depending on who they're with.
Okay,
So,
I've got to ask, what the heck is this Rezo gun?
I don't know.
I've seen it like 3 times in these things, and I don't know what the heck it is.
Also, South Park out.
Oh, South Park's out?
Yes.
Why?
No. That's not a very appealing visual design. There's so many better visual designs in here. You may be left, but I'm sorry, but you're bottom of the barrel, bottom of the ballot for me.
Let's see.
Tearaway, Transistor, Valiant Hearts, they look like far better games. Moment Valley looks to have a visual design to it.
What is Tearaway?
It's from Media Molecule, the same people who did Little Big Planet. It's all about paper crafts.
Oh, that's cool.
We've had it. We've seen stuff on the show for it.
I probably wasn't here during that.
Maybe, I don't know.
What about Resogun? I looked at it, and it's like, I saw the thing, and it looks kind of cool. It's got a good idea behind it, but I still am not sure what the main point of it is.
Yeah. Best multiplayer? I don't know. There's a lot of co-op and a lot of competitive in here. I kind of wish they split the two off in the separate categories because it's hard to compare competitive multiplayer with cooperative multiplayer because they have two different goals in mind. So,
Now, this is purely based off of what I played. Do not take what I chose personally if you don't like it. I chose Titanfall.
Oh, I was about to say, did you pick fish? Because I will slap you with a fish for it.
Fish? What? There's a fish choice on here?
Yes, there's
Cod.
fish in here.
Oh, God, no.
COD, fish.
God, no.
That's what I've been calling Call of Duty for like the past few shows now. Is fish.
Yeah, it's COD of Duty. You haven't played that game, COD of Duty?
No, because I don't care.
Oh God, I've got to show you COD of Duty.
I don't care, so don't show it to me.
Oh yeah.
No, I've got to show you this game. You mentioned fish, so I've got to show you. I've got to show you this game.
Anyway, best audio. I don't know. There's some decent choices in there.
And when I show you this is a legitimate game.
I'm sure it is. And I don't care.
You're going to laugh.
It's actually more enjoyable than actual COD.
Show everyone. Show everyone.
No.
Leave no fish behind. Or, no, alive. I'm sorry. Not behind. Alive.
Because I know there is a YouTube video out there of it.
Yeah, go watch that.
So you've seen it.
Best audio, I'm not sure what they mean by this category. I would personally go like best soundtrack, and the part of me wants to go Transistor because that probably has a pretty good soundtrack behind it. Because it's all about music in that game, to a certain extent.
I think this is the point where I just started, like, jumping through everything and not paying attention to what it was asking. Because I chose Assassin's Creed 4, and I don't know why. So I think this is the part where I actually started going, okay, I don't care, I want to get the game.
Like, I don't know about you two, but that's just my opinion. Like, I would vote based on soundtrack for that one in terms of audio. Because other than that, it's like, well, everyone's kind of comparable these days in terms of that aspect. It's soundtrack that really defines some games above others. Best gaming moment? Alright, Mario Kart, I love you. I love your meme, but get the fuck out. Metal Gear Solid 5, that is an Easter egg mission, get the fuck out.
What? Wait, what?
The Metal Gear Solid 5 one. It's Easter egg mission.
Oh.
Out. You did that already with a different Metal Gear Solid game, so out. A part of me wants to go The Last of Us Left Behind, The Kiss, because that is super unexpected. That is like the only twist in this fucking category.
Now, I lied when I said I voted for Watch Dogs.
What'd you vote for?
Monument Valley. Totem
Why?
Friends Forever. Because I swear to God, it reminded me so much of the companion cube in Portal.
Oh.
Because, like, the companion cube, it was like, you hated it, and at the same time, you never wanted to give it up.
Like, a lot of these outside of, like, maybe the Monument Valley one, the Dark Souls 2 one, and the Left Behind one are all gameplay stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but a moment should be more than just gameplay.
Yeah. Totem Friends Forever, though, basically what it is Totem Friend is something that you find. It's an inanimate object. Oh, here. They even brought up the companion cube in Portal in it! Oh my god! See?
Oh, goody. Okay.
Okay, here's what it says in the description. The Totem Friend does to Monument Valley what the companion cube did for Portal. Never has a game made us care so much for an inanimate object, nor made us feel so overjoyed to see it come back from its apparent death.
Fantastic.
I'm just
Fantastic,
saying.
so it's a fucking meme. And I don't care.
It's a what?
It's gonna become a fucking meme and I don't care. Unless it really works in the story, comparing it to Companion Cube makes me not care immediately.
Wow, you are harsh.
The great things about the Companion Cube, no one talks about.
What, the fact that you can use it for like 10 different things?
No. The darker things behind Portal.
Oh, yeah.
But no one wants to talk about that. Everyone wants to talk about it's like, oh, it's the Companion Cube. It makes you care about.
Are you talking about that special room? The Companion Cube is my friend. I never want to give the Companion Cube up. It says to give the Companion Cube up, but I'm never going to give it up. It's my friend.
No.
Are you talking about that special room in Portal 1?
No.
Tommy should know what I'm talking about.
Game theory explain this.
Tommy, do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
You remember the room? with the companion cube's picture all over like the Aperture Science calendar and the Aperture Science posters, and talking about how it never wanted to give the companion cube up, and then the companion cube just vanished after a while.
Yeah, no, there are better ideas concerning the companion cube, besides feigned love for it. Anyway, best storytelling. South Park out once more. But no offense to you, but out. There are better stories here.
This is the one where I actually chose the Telltale games. I chose The Wolf Among Us just because I played it and I loved the story.
Left Behind's got a good story too.
It does. It does.
Best online game, there's a variety of options there. There's MMOs, there's standard multiplayer, there's plenty of options.
Did you vote at all? Why don't you mention your votes? What
because I haven't voted yet!
Well, at least tell us what you would choose.
I don't know. I would have to sit down and think about this. Because I already own XCOM Enemy Unknown, so I'm in no rush to vote.
I went the opposite of what everyone said. I said Destiny. Screw all y'all that hate Destiny.
Best handheld game? I was about to slap you for your fucking choice on this one.
I know.
Black was going to choose Ollie Ollie in comparison to Bravely Default, Shovel Knight, A Link Between Worlds, Pokemon X and Y, Tearaway.
Because I didn't know what any of them were.
You don't know what Pokemon is?
X and Y. And honestly, I have never been that big of a Pokemon fan.
Also, anyone who votes Football Manager Classic 2014...
What the heck
really?
is this TXK game?
I don't know.
Whoa, it looks like a drug trip on steroids.
Best mobile game? There's nothing really to talk about there. Platform of the Year? Personal choice here, in all honesty. Everyone's been good to certain extents. And bad to certain extents. Personal choice.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. I said Steam.
Studio of the Year, again, really a personal choice. Everyone's had good work in this group.
I've never heard of Housemark. That's the one I'd never heard of.
I don't know. They're probably an indie dev.
That's why they're the ones that created Resogun.
Oh. Innovation of the Year. If you choose Connect, I want to slap you slightly. Because no.
I voted Project Morpheus because I actually got to get my hands on that in Washington, D.C. It was on display. I got to put it on and try it out, and I loved it. I've never played an Oculus Rift, but in my opinion, I like that better than the idea of the Oculus Rift.
Personality of the Year, I don't know any of you, and I'm only aware of PewDiePie, and I don't give a shit about PewDiePie, so I don't care who wins.
But hashtag Girlwood.
She is a terrible fucking host, and I don't care.
But hashtag Girlwood. Come on, say it. Hashtag Girlwood.
I want to hashtag you upside your fucking face.
I want to watch.
I am literally going to find a hashtag hard enough to smack you upside your face.
No one's gonna laugh.
Yeah. Game of the Year, there's good options here, and then there are better options. South Park Stick of Truth. Why are you in these categories? I'm sorry. You are probably a good game, but you do not deserve to be. But you are not winning this category up with some of these other games. I'm sorry, but no. Why are you even here?
It would be the same as if Saints Row was here.
Saints Row's not winning against some of these games.
But I mean, like, putting up Saints Row 4 in GOTY. That would be basically equal to putting South Park: The Stick of Truth in. So I can understand why they put that in there. Even though it's meant to make fun of it, it's still a game in itself as a whole, and it's still pretty good. I haven't played Stick of Truth, but I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying there are better games for both its slot and that it's competing against.
Sure. I don't know if Hearthstone should be in here.
No.
Yeah, that's my thing. I don't think Hearthstone should be in here. As much as I enjoy it, as much as I overall thoroughly enjoy the game, I don't think it deserves to be in here.
I don't
like, personally, why are there not more indie titles in here? Because there's, like, what, 2 indie games in here?
Is Device 6
3?
an indie game?
It was in the best indie game, so yeah.
Yeah, it's an iOS game, so that's why I wasn't sure. Yeah, I guess that would, yeah, okay.
Like, why isn't Shovel Knight, Transistor, like, any of those games in here for best game of the year? Like, they may not be as long or as expensive as some of these games, but I would easily put Shovel Knight up there for game of the year.
Yeah, and my thing is, with games like Hearthstone, there is no story to it. And you could try to say that about Titanfall, but the story is within the multiplayer, as much as people don't try to pay attention to it. The story is within the multiplayer, so there is story in the game. While in Hearthstone, it's just you have cards and you're playing against others.
Yeah.
There is no story. There might be like a little bit of lore with the characters, but that's it. There's no story at all.
And also, Ground Zeroes, I love you. You had a pretty good story behind you, but no. You are a prequel demo for Phantom Pain.
Yet again, it was way too short.
You are a prequel to Phantom Pain. You are nothing without Phantom Pain. So no. But I'm curious to see who actually wins this, because I will probably personally be like, I am disappointed in you, public. I'm disappointed in you, internet, for your choices.
Looking at everything that's given, I hate to say it, but it's gonna be a close tie between Battlefield 4 and either Titanfall or Assassin's Creed 4. It's gonna be a tie between one of those. Because Wolfenstein: The New Order is as good of a game as it is. It's out. That there was not enough cred behind it. That there was not enough. People just never paid attention to it. Destiny, there has been way too much, underhanding and just negative appeal on the internet. The Wolf Among Us, as good of a game as it was, it still didn't have enough cred behind it. Not, at least nowhere near as much as Titanfall and Battlefield 4 or Assassin's Creed 4. Dark Souls 2 even had a lot of cred behind it, and I don't think it's still going to be as close as those. Hearthstone wasn't paid attention to as much. Resogun, God, I didn't even know that existed until today. Tearaway, I didn't know it existed, although y'all did. Y'all saw a lot more of it, and it seems like a good game, so it might be up there. Super Mario, no, I doubt it.
What, 3D World? Oh, yeah, that's in contention, trust me. So is Mario Kart 8, because it's Mario.
Yeah, it's Mario, but I don't know. With all of these others, I feel like all the little kids are going to vote and go,
It's gonna be in contention, at least. You know it is.
Yeah. South Park is out. Watch Dogs is out because of all the negativity. Everyone hated it because it wasn't Grand Theft Auto when it never even tried to be Grand Theft Auto.
I think it was because of all the overhyping that happened around it.
Yeah,
the game got too hyped and people were disappointed about it.
Yeah. Towerfall Ascension, I don't know. I haven't really heard that much about it. I don't know exactly what it is. And Device 6, didn't even know it existed. I doubt y'all even knew it existed. So that one's out for the running. So the main ones that are going to be in the running are Titanfall, Caraway, possibly the Super Mario games. I don't know about Zelda. I really do not know. That one I'm not sure about.
That Link Between Worlds got a lot of praise. Plus, it's connected to Link to the Past, which is always oh my god, that's one of the Zelda games.
That's true.
That's one of the definitive Zelda games next to like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. That's like
true.
third at least. If not, it's a part of that top 3.
Yeah. So it's going to be about half of the games that are up here have a possibility of being a part of it, but the rest of them are out.
Which makes me disappointed, because I'm like, why is Shovel Knight in here? Shovel Knight is a fantastic game. Like, seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously? But yeah, that just felt like when it running through the awards. That took quite a while.
Yeah. Although, in my opinion, I think Outlast should have been in this too. Outlast should have kind of been put in this list too, because I think Outlast, even though it wasn't a AAA, it was a great game in terms of scary games. It was great. Its setup was good, the story was there, and the way they did the graphics and everything was perfect, spot on with it.
Although part of me wonders, like, what is our year time frame? Because
I agree.
I don't know. A couple of these games are released like too early.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather them be in contention for like next year.
Yeah.
But yeah, because Destiny just came out last month.
Yeah.
And it's
last
up.
month,
And it's up for vote. Really? No.
Yeah, just last month. And there is like I said, the reason that is out is not because it's a bad game. In my opinion, I think it's a great game. But there's just way too much undermining it that everyone seems to be hating on it because it's not what they expected.
Yeah.
No game will ever be what everyone expects it, though. That's the problem.
What? Tommy, you are really quiet.
My mic got moved.
What? What'd you say, Tommy?
There is no game that is going to be what everyone expected.
Yeah.
That's just all there is to it.
Hype is the biggest opponent to every single game, because...
Yep. If there's too much hype, it's out. If there's too little hype, it never gets seen.
Yeah.
It has to be that exact medium, or else it's done for.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Destiny got overhyped. Watch Dogs got overhyped. And they are perfectly fine games. They have their problems, yes.
Yeah.
But they are perfectly fine games.
And Wolfenstein: The New Order, it got underhyped. There was barely anyone backing that game.
And I'm sure it's a perfectly fine game with its fair share of problems, but
Yeah, it's got a couple problems, but overall, the game, it was not bad.
But yeah.
It had its problems in Germany because of, Nazis.
Anyway, I think we'll end off for tonight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Later today, since it's actually Saturday at this point, we're watching Avengers Assembled, and we're talking about Episode 2 of Drive.
Yay.
If you ever wanted to hear us actually complain about a current episode of a current running show of a writer, you're going to hear it. Because I have complaints.
Uh-oh.
I don't know about you two, but I got complaints about the second episode of Drive. Not many, mind you.
But you have complaints.
Yes.
Alright, well, while you're ending it off, I gotta go to bed.
So yeah, check us out then. Check us out next week for various streaming events. And we'll be back for the Gaming Saloon in 2 weeks. For, good God, I hope not a sequel to the Hatred stuff. I don't want to talk about that again. I don't. But I know it's going to get brought up on some news program or something. It's going to. That kind of game.
Does.
Well, it's that kind of game that it's like, this is going to be like the folk. This is going to be like, this is like what news programs want to talk about when it comes to games. Because it's like, oh, this is that violent video game that stereotype that exists that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But anyway, check us out on the site, on the Twitter, on the Facebook, on the YouTube, on all the fun stuff. But for Glock and Tommy, I'm Peace. Good night, everybody. We'll see you later today.
As always, you can find the Gaming Saloon on our site at tgstgsr.org. Don't forget to follow us on our social medias, on Twitter by following at TGSaloon, on Facebook at facebook.com/thegaming-saloon, on Google Plus at google.com/+tgstgsr.org, and on YouTube at youtube.com/tgsaloon. Till next time.
Alright, I'm back, guys.